Hey there, Sam Visnick here from Release Muscle Therapy here in my office in Santa Monica, and today I got another great product review for you. Today we're going to be looking at the Achedaway BFR cuffs. If you're not familiar with what BFR is, it's blood flow restriction training, and that's a big hot topic in the strength and conditioning communities, but also in the rehabilitation community as well. So I'm happy to review this Achedaway product, so thank you so much Achedaway for giving me an opportunity to do this. And one of the things, as I review lots of different products, I always go through and give you some of the highlight points of the things that I really love about them, because I see so many different products and you want to be able to get access to the most high quality stuff. So I'll give you my recommendations on that. So Achedaway, every time I get one of their products, I'll tell you right off the bat, you can always get a feeling that they have a really high quality product. A lot of good details gone into their products, and they feel sturdy and that they're going to last a long time. So the first thing you get right out of the gate here is you get a really nice pouch to hold your stuff in. This is obviously doesn't seem like such a big deal, but it really is when you have a lot of different tools. If you're a therapist or you're a trainer and you have a lot of stuff that you use, you don't like to stick all of this stuff in just a bunch of crates and so forth, so it ends up getting damaged over time. So having these nice pouches to hold on to your gear keeps them living for a long period of time, and it keeps your tools healthy so you don't have to buy new ones. So that is a huge benefit. Achedaway does a really good job with that. Okay, as you open it up here, we got a lot of good stuff here. The Achedaway kit here comes with 4 individual cuffs to use, and I'm going to show you how some of the benefits and the features of each of those. So it comes in that nice little pouch. You get a good instruction manual here, pretty high quality, I like it. And then we'll kind of get into the nitty-gritty here. So I've used BFR cuffs before in the past, and some of the ones that even cost a fairly significant amount of money really had a cheap feeling to them, okay? And you don't get that with the Achedaway version. It's really nice. One of the features here that it has is the Velcro is really well done here, okay? You could tell that it's clung really well and it's stitched really well, so it'll last a long time. That's important as you keep having to take these things on and off for many training sessions. It also has a nice little feature here of basically a lock around the side of the cuff, because if that Velcro starts to get worn down over time and you pump it up, the chances of that Velcro popping off, right? So that lock is going to cinch it down and keep it in place. So this is a nice little idea here that they have. Now, the pressure dial, okay, comes with, it's again really high quality, it's nice and it's sturdy. Okay, attachment point is really clean here, and then it has a certain kind of attachment hook to stitch it or to push it into the hose. Now, this is important in particular, not so much for legs, because when you put the cuffs around your legs, you have 2 hands to be able to link everything up, but on the arms. And that can be a real pain. If you have to sit and fiddle like some different models have, where you have to stitch 2 different tubes together, and it has a little twisty device that's plastic and it's really cheap. So if that thing breaks, number 1, but 2, you oftentimes have to open and close the dial, and then you have to rotate it, like you have to turn it in order to get the tube off. Now, this is going to put torque on the mechanisms here in the plastic, and I can tell you right now those things are going to break, and that's going to be really irritating, okay? So this has a different setup. It has a little dial here, and I'll bring it a little bit closer, where you can basically push in there, and it has a little locking mechanism that'll help pop it on and off, and I'll show you that here in a second. Big benefit. Now, when I use BFR stuff, I use it for a number of different reasons. Obviously, for strength and conditioning, it's for improving hypertrophy, which is muscle growth. It has benefits to that. But in the therapeutic world, it can help for a lot of different things. It can be used for obviously improving muscle growth in situations where you can't use a lot of load. So let's say that somebody is recovering from a knee injury or an elbow injury or something like that. We use those BFR cuffs to keep that load down and achieve the strength and conditioning effect that we want, but it has a lot of additional benefits as well. I won't cover all of those in the videos. But when we're using those different applications, okay, we want to be able to apply things quickly and move from one thing to another, especially in the therapeutic world. I try to use a lot of different tools and things in one session as I can. So I want to be convenient. So what I oftentimes do is have these things preset at where I want them, and you want to be able to get them on and off of a client or onto yourself quickly, and then when you're done, you pop them right back off again, so that there's less time investment of having to fiddle with things. Okay, so that's again a key benefit. So what I do is I keep this always preset, at a certain size that works for a good amount of arms, I would say. Mine's a little bit bigger than the average client, but it'll work. So I slide it on, and then again, I always have this connector in front. And again, this is how simple this is. The key is getting it done with one hand, if possible. So I'm just going to push that on there, and I can use one hand with my thumb and my index finger, and I can pop that thing right on place. See how easy that was? Didn't have to mess with it. We close the dial, and then we pump it up to our desired amount. Okay? When we pump it up to the desired amount, then all I have to do is to push that little metal piece and it'll pop right off. I don't have to twist it. I don't have to try to remove that dial or that pressure gauge, that little plastic piece. It's going to break off. I can't tell you how much that annoys me because I've run across this with multiple models, and Achedaway's done a good job at avoiding that. Okay, so when we're all done, we do our work, however much time you're going to wear them, for your protocol, and then to disengage it, we can just push that down. There's a little tab that we can push on to release the air pressure. Okay, and it doesn't come all the way out, so that is a little bit of a frustrating element of this, because I can't just slide this off of my arm, so I kind of have to push in and then just kind of like push or flex my arm a little bit to squeeze some of that air out. Now ideally, we'd be able to get enough of that air out where I could just slide this off of my arm. Okay, so that was not the hardest thing in the world, but I'd like it to get enough air to come out where I can just take it off. And that way for the next application, I can just slide it right back on again, okay, with no frustration. So that way it retains that, and that's kind of the idea, is to try to have it at a preset setting so you can just get it on and off. So that's all we have to do. So with that, we get, again, 4 of these, so we'll have enough to do, both arms and both legs at the same time, so you get maximum training effect, right? So if you're just training upper body, you'll probably just do 1 set at a time, but it's nice to have 4 because you could just, put them on arms and legs, do full body training, and get the benefits from that, okay? So all in all, I mean, this is kind of a quick review, but the Achedaway BFR cuffs are fantastic. I love them. The quality is super high. They did a really good job with all of their connector pieces, and I think they're going to last a pretty good amount of time, which is a huge plus. And we get a nice pouch to hold all of our materials in. So this Achedaway, as usual, gets an A+ from me. Great product design, and I'm looking forward to using this a lot more and getting a lot of life out of my investment. And if you're interested in getting these too, make sure you click on the link below. I'll include this along with a discount coupon, and you can get access to that as well. And in the future, of course, I'll be putting out more videos on how to use these BFR cuffs for lots of different applications, both therapeutically and for strength training. So Sam Bisnick here, Release Muscle Therapy. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you click the like button below, subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting out new product reviews and additional videos here in the near future. So I look forward to having you watching those videos, giving me feedback so I can develop the best content possible, and of course giving you recommendations on top of the line quality products. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.